Okay, I want to show you about the IPython notebook. Actually, now it's called Jupyter notebook, Jupyter notebook. So go to this website here, jupyter.org, and scroll down to here. And first, let's look at try it in your browser, but I'd like you to install it on your home computer as well. I would like to install it in class every time, but the file size is about 350 megabytes, so I don't think it would work for us to do it that way, but we can try it in the browser. The reason for using Jupyter is that we want to install the so-called Anaconda Installation, because that contains the Jupyter notebook. It installs Python on your computer, and also a lot of commonly used packages that are used for scientific computing and for data science. So if you want to move on to data science, it'll be very good for that. So here we can see the Jupyter Notebook is an open source web application that allows you to create and share documents that contain live code, equations, visualizations, and explanatory text. And it actually works with, I think, something like 40 different programming languages, not just Python. And uses include data cleaning and transformation, numerical simulation, statistical modeling, machine learning, and much more. Right here it says has support for 40 programming languages, including those popular in data science such as Python, R, Julia, and Scala. Okay, so let's try it in the browser and see what happens. So you can see we've gotten to this page called try.jupyter.org, and this is essentially a hosted online version of Jupyter. So even though I want you to download Jupyter to your home computer, it's good to know that we can use this if you want to jump to a browser and start using Jupyter. You can always come here. So when you download this to your home computer, and generally what we do is we go over to here, we go to New, and you can see that there's text file, folder, and terminal, so you can get a new text file, a new folder, a new terminal, and then we have a bunch of languages here. Now, if you download this on your own computer, you probably won't have all of these languages available, but you might have Python 2 and Python 3. So you can click on, we're going to be using Python 2, so let's click on Python 2, and you'll get what's called a new notebook. So and this is the same, it'll look just the same when you install it at home. So it looks like this. So in here, you can type Python code. For example, you can type print hello. You can see that it also does color coding, and there are a lot of other features there. And then you can click up here. Oops, that wasn't good. So you can click here and to run it. Oop. So it looks like I'm having trouble connecting. I'm not sure why. Try it again. Okay, so I reloaded the page and it worked. I'm not sure if this is going to be stable enough for us to use in class, but you can see that it does work. Okay, so it worked, but I lost the connection again. So anyway, let's just continue. Okay, so go back to the landing page, jupyter.org, And now let's talk about how to install the notebook. So click on Install Notebook. And you can see that it says, for new users, we highly recommend installing Anaconda. Anaconda conveniently installs Python, the Jupyter Notebook, and other commonly used packages for scientific computing and data science. So all you need to do is download here, Anaconda, and then install it. And then once you've installed it, you go to the command line or the terminal if you're in Mac, and you just type in Jupyter Notebook, and it takes about 40 seconds to load or something like that. But finally what will happen is a browser will show up, and it will have the same interface that we see here. So just click on Download Anaconda, and you can choose your operating system. Now make sure for our class that you use 2.7. Okay, so at least for now, let's use 2.7. So you download it. And it's 414 megabytes. So it's a pretty big file. And what I might ask you to do, instead of, since I'm not sure how well it's going to work to use the Try Anaconda, I might ask you to put this on a flash drive or flash stick, memory stick, and bring it to class with you each week. So anyway, let's let it install, let it download. So once it's downloaded, you can just run it. And if you're in Windows, I think it's better to use Run as Administrator. And then once you get it installed, what you do is you go to the command line and you type Jupyter space notebook and hit enter. And then you have to wait a little, so I'll pause the video. I think it takes about 45 seconds. So you get something like this, and then this down here starts, or you can't see it, but my browser tells me that something's happening. So I click on the browser and I get this. And you can see the address now is called localhost. And I guess this is going to be standard 8888-/tree. And now we can do the same thing that we did before. So you can go to New and Python 2. And now I shouldn't get any problem because it's local on my computer. And if I do print again and click here, it gives me the response. Okay, so in the next video we'll talk about how to use the Jupyter Notebook, and we'll get used to using it. And if you have any questions, post them to our forum at Manaba, and I'll try and give you a hand.